Hey everybody. Many of you have asked if it's legal for the president to deploy the National Guard to U.S. cities. The answer is sometimes. Let me explain. I'm Liz Oyer, the former pardon attorney for the Department of Justice. Every state has a National Guard, which is a group of reserve troops that can be mobilized in disasters or emergencies. The state's governor controls the National Guard, so normally the Guard cannot be mobilized if the governor objects. But there are limited circumstances when the president can take control of the state's National Guard troops. That's called federalizing the Guard. Trump invoked a law called Title X to federalize the Guard in Oregon and California. Title X allows the president to do this under three circumstances. 1, a foreign invasion. 2, a rebellion against the U.S. government. Or 3, if the president cannot execute the laws of the United States without military support. Both Oregon and California have sued to stop the deployments, arguing that none of these situations exist in their states. Trump says that the courts don't even have the authority to review his decision to deploy the Guard because he's the commander-in-chief. So far, courts have disagreed with that, but they have said that the president has a lot of discretion, which means that their review must be, quote, deferential. In California, an appeals court found that the National Guard was lawfully deployed because protesters were substantially interfering with the ability of federal officers, namely ICE, to enforce federal laws. But in Oregon, a judge appointed by Donald Trump ruled that the National Guard was not legally deployed. She found that Trump's claims that Portland is a war zone are a massive exaggeration and that the facts on the ground show that local law enforcement has things under control. She granted an injunction which blocks the deployment of troops to Portland. Trump then tried to do an end run around the injunction by sending troops from California to Oregon, but the judge blocked that too. Trump is appealing, but I think this decision may hold up even in the Supreme Court. Here's why. It's very fact-based. It's not a sweeping legal opinion. It acknowledges that Trump is entitled to deference, but even so, it finds that he's gone too far. This type of opinion is going to be tough to reverse. A separate legal question is still being litigated in California, which is, once troops are deployed, what are they legally allowed to do? There's a law called the POTUS Act, which prohibits use of the military as a domestic police force. A judge in California ruled that troops in Los Angeles are violating this law when they take certain actions like arrests and searches. Trump is of course appealing, and I'm less optimistic about the outlook here. Legal scholars have noted that the laws in this area are very outdated and unclear, which leaves a lot of room for the president to exploit them. I'll keep you posted.